Evidently, we are going to have to deal with the double standard of women in politics story or criticism or whatever forever. Consider this headline from The Hill today. Harris navigates double standard in unscripted moments as VP. They cite a moment with VP Kamala Harris and Colorado Senator Michael Bennet that Twitter evidently found riveting.
Madam Vice President.
Hello, Senator Bennet.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hilarity. The article went on to lament Harris's difficult position of being taken seriously as VP, but wanting to show her lighter side. But she can't, according to the article, because of this double standard. Lauren Wright's here, associate research scholar and lecturer in politics, public affairs, Princeton University. Lauren, it's always good to see you. How much of this is criticism because everyone's sexist against Kamala Harris versus that she's just really bad at her job?
I mean, it's really hard to tell. And so both things are going on. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's not research that shows women do have double standards. They do. And they are underrepresented in Congress. They're about 28% in the 118th Congress. If you look at the executive branch leadership positions, it's about 20%. And I do research on that, so I see that. But there's also a different kind of sexism, which is you're not allowed to critique someone. You're not allowed to criticize. You're not allowed to ask questions because of their gender. And that's where I think the Kamala Harris story is really interesting.
Yeah, the team and I had a big debate about this next topic because I wanted to put a compilation together of all of the times that she had inappropriate and awkward moments, sort of cackled, which she tends to do when she is nervous or doesn't know what to say or has not exactly been staffed or advanced in the right way to figure out what to say. I was told doing so was proving the point that this was overt sexism. And I would never have the same montage and sound bites put together about a man. We would have a bunch of gaffes strung together of Joe Biden. We've done that a number of times. What's the difference?
Well, look, I'm not going to weigh in on whether you or your staff was right. I like you all an awful lot. But the thing is, you know, the stories people talk about.
I think that is a very diplomatic way of you saying I was wrong, but thank you very much.
No, that's fine. I mean, I think so. You know, scholars that study this look at, is there more emphasis on the person's appearance or their voice? And Hillary Clinton talked a lot during both of her presidential runs about how there was strategy meetings about her voice. There was strategy about how much time do we have to carve out for you in the makeup chair compared to your male candidate opponents. And so those things do exist, but Kamala Harris makes mistakes all the time. I don't think she can win a national election. And that's not because of her gender, although 5 to 10% of Americans, when we ask in surveys, still aren't comfortable with a woman president. A lot of it is because she didn't win the first time. She couldn't beat Joe Biden. She had fundraising issues. She had staffing issues. In these high-profile interviews where she's given policy questions that she should absolutely be able to answer on the border, on hurricane relief, she has gaffes. And so we do need to be able to point out those things. And talk about her chances of winning.
How much of this is her defenders? I mean, this is a woman who not only couldn't get out of the Iowa primary, didn't even get to the Iowa primary in her presidential run, as you point out.
Right.
How much of this is her staff and her supporters using the sexism sort of defense? If you dare criticize her, you are sexist. That's the only way they can defend her.
Well, it is part of running for president, and Hillary Clinton would tell you. And so when you're a woman, you have this extra set of questions, yes. But if you want to win, you have to deal with them effectively, which is completely out of your control a lot of times. And you have to find a way to get past it.
I only got 30 seconds. Sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to just get this in.
Okay.
Is the flip side of this, you think about the cover of Newsweek fighting the wimp factor for George H.W. Bush. They used the same one on Mitt Romney. If you can call a guy a wimp, why can't you talk about a woman's voice?
Well, we do. I mean, we talk about women's voices all the time. And so I think that it's important to have an extra sensitivity, like you talked about earlier, your producers have. But also when someone's running for the highest office in the land, you should ask all the questions. And some of those questions are, what's hurting them and what are the obstacles? And so Kamala Harris has those. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.